Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another hip hop review. This is part 271. Um the album that I'll be reviewing today is Beatnuts with the Street Level album or the self-titled album, but most people call it the Street Level album. This was released in 1994. This is considered to be their first debut album, full-length debut album. Reason I say that is because Intoxicated Demons, like I mentioned before, um, I did a review on the Intoxicated Demons EP that I did yesterday. Check it out when you guys get a chance. The album was supposed to be a full length album, but Fashion got locked up before that EP dropped, so that's why they only have that much songs. But on this album it's completely different because Fashion does this thing on this album. He's all over the album and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, definitely check it out. Also, I posted some new tracks that I did over the past couple of months. There's some like album placements and stuff like that with Octane and a couple other people, and Mike Sizz and Resin and Fro and stuff like that. A-Preem. Definitely check them out. I posted out in the description in my channel, so definitely check it out. And I updated my album placements playlist. So if you go on that, I put all those songs and album placements. I try to put them in chronological order. So when you guys get a chance, if you check it out, show some likes, comments, and all that good stuff. Now, enough of that. Let's get into this album. So you guys should know what the Beatnuts are. They consist of 3 or 4 members, depending on who you ask. They consist of Psycho Les, Junkyard Juju, aka Juju, Fashion, aka Al Tariq, and Vic, or the Mighty VIC. Alright, so those are the members of the group. Alright, so there's 3 singles of the album. Singles can include Props Over Here, Hit Me With That, and Hellraiser. Props Over Here and Hit Me With That has they both have videos. Hellraiser is just like the only one that doesn't have a video. Kind of wish it did, because this is a dope song right there. But yeah, let's get into that. So those are the singles of the album. Their features, but they're like kept to a minimum, which include Grand Poobah, Miss Jones, and Gab Gotcha. Gab Gotcha, he was part of a group called the Triflix. That was kind of like affiliated with the Beatnuts and that kind of thing. They put out, like, I think Gab Gotcha, he did like some solo stuff like in the 2000s and stuff like that. So I thought it out there. So with that being said, let me show you what the album looks like. I love the album cover. Really dope. Kind of has like that really dark alley at night type shit in New York. Really fucking dope. I miss when album covers look like this, or like you could look at an album cover, you could know what the album's gonna sound like just based on the album cover, and I miss that because that in itself is an art, and that's missing today. So it is what it is. At the back, you can see right there. You see them niggas right there just chilling. You got Psycho Les right here. You got Al Tariq. You got Juju right there. You know what I mean? So, really, really dope. Some real New York shit right there. You see them like in an abandoned like factory and stuff like that. Which a lot of those are getting like demolished and stuff like that. Due to gentrification, and they're building condos and businesses and stuff like that. And on top of that, there's really not a lot of like factories. Where they build like steel and things like that. That was really popular in New York and stuff like that in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and even yesteryear, before I came about. But let me show what the CD looks like. Alright, fucking dope. You got the window factory. That's really sick. I love that. And then you see like the inlay cover, really dope. You got the man cave or the manhole. Really dope, love that. You got the the Beatnuts logo, really dope. You got the window, as you see on the CD. You got like some like buckshot shells and stuff like that, really fucking dope. Real New York shit right there. Alright, really, really solid. Alright, let me get this booklet. Alright, you can see right here. Open it up. You got like the the credits and all that good stuff. Got the shout outs and all that good stuff. and then you see like some like picture, some negatives and stuff like that, picture groups and stuff like that. Sounds really dope. You know what I mean? So yep. All right. Production is all done by the Beatnuts, with the exception of two people. With the exception of two songs. One of the other members, one of the other beat was produced by Lucien, and then the other one was produced by VIC. So, but everything else was done by the Beatnuts. Juju and Psycho Les. All right, so now I'll get down. I'm gonna go through the tracks, the meat and potatoes of the video and that kind of thing. All right, so let's start off with the first track, intro. I really love the beat for the intro. It's really dope. It has like a really dark, funky feel to it. Nice scratch over some vocal samples, and the beat just adds onto it. Kind of sets the tone of the album. When I hear the beat, it kind of reminds me of like something like Cypress Hill with DJ Muggs would make for like Cypress Hill. It just has that feel like that, specifically like that Black Sunday feel. I could kind of feel that. It just definitely has that vibe. I would have loved the verse on that, but it definitely served its purpose. So I thought that was pretty good. I thought that they did a good job. It has a sense of tone of the album, in my personal opinion. Track 2, You Don't Stop. Another dope track, that dope way to start the album. That was produced by Lucien. Really, really solid. Had some dope lines on here. I like the line by Juju when he said, niggas for Corona don't be having it. You put your face in my grill, I'll be stabbing it. You fuck around, catch a bad one, I'll kill you like a six-pack. Put you in the bag, son. Fucking love that. Fashion when he said, cause we don't play blast brains with the smoker. Get fucked up when we talk with the Joker. Never let me see you crying. Her starting to find time for the dying. And I'ma start real deep, falling to sleep. Knock a freak in my sheets. Man, fuck counting sheep. And come on, step on up and meet my tech. Either fill you full of holes or ring your fucking neck. Cause I'ma let off and blast a shot in your eye. Make way, motherfucker. It's the real Superfly. Whoo! Killed that shit. Yo, that right there, like you can just feel like the tension, between them two, man. Like, just like they had some shit that they had bottled up and they put all that shit on that. So I thought it was pretty cool. So that was track 2, You Don't Stop. I love the beat for that. The beat kind of has like a really dark, like Latin xylophone kind of feel to it. It's like, it sounds like it. It doesn't sound happy. It has like a mysterious feel to it, if that makes sense. And it just does its purpose, man. It's really, really dope. So yeah, track 2, You Don't Stop, very dope. Track 3, Props Over Here, one of my favorite tracks of the album. It was the first single of the album. It's a bit of a controversial track. Reason being is because the group themselves did not like that song, Props Over Here. They didn't want that to be the single, but the powers to be, the record labels, they're always trying to find like like a radio friendly type of track, and I guess they felt like that song was like the radio friendly track, with the jazz, beats and stuff like that, that kind of thing. But I really enjoy that. It just like when I hear that song, it just reminds me of like, summertime in New York. It just has that vibe. And I love the video for that too. Like it's takes place at night. You see them niggas just chilling and stuff like that. It's really dope. Really dope track. Like I said, one of my favorite tracks. I love the line by Fashion where he says, "Back in the days, IS 237 used to run with Kevin. Bagging hoes was like heaven. 11 years later, I try to hide and hope they pass me by like the far side. Just let me puff and lounge with my niggas. Don't have no time to fake funk with triggers." Woo! Killed that. He killed that shit right there. So that's track 3, Props Over Here. Track 4, another dope track, one of my favorites as well. It's the third and final single of this track. In this song, they talk about the gripes of the industry, how they came up in the industry, and like, them getting rejected by labels and stuff like that until relativity believed, if that makes sense. So they talk about that, man. And they also take shots at a Tribe Called Quest. Little story with that is that let me read the lyrics, and then I'll explain my thoughts on that as well. All right, so I like the line by Psycho Les when he said, "All these phony motherfuckers want to shake my hand behind my back, talk shit to the next man, click, bam, into your block. You got, you got beats, but stop. Your shit is whack." Juju when he says, "Yeah, you better keep it up, keep it subliminal, cause I don't play." Says some say my style is type criminal. If we could get down, yo, for real, yeah, whatsoever, kid. Do as you feel, sucker. Yeah. So Q-Tip was pretty much like the guy that would like talk shit about the Beatnuts, just pretty much saying like they were whack. Well, but specifically, the story with that was that I guess like Alter did an interview with uncut.com, and I was reading that, and I'll post that in the description box. I already posted that on the Intoxicated Demons. I'll post that again so you guys can read that. There was talks that were like when they were coming up in the game, they were broke, they didn't have no money, and they were like kind of like make fun of them because like they were like Charles was making money, but Beatnuts they were up and coming. Just saying like how like they would be kind of like cheap, not cheap, but like they would kind of like be limiting as far as like being in the studio because they didn't have the money to do it, to be recording like that, and like they didn't have the money for the train and that kind of things. So they kind of poke shots at that, and then also I think there was a situation where Juju would say like to fashion like, oh, I heard Q2 was talking mad shit about you guys and that kind of thing, talking shit about you, how he felt like I guess fashion was whack, like he liked the beats but he felt like fashion was trash, and Juju was kind of like insinuating to kind of like instigating and stuff like that, based on what Al Tariq said. So that was pretty much them taking shots at them and things like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah. So yeah, Hellraiser, really dope. I actually like the remix too. The remix for that shit is dope. I post that down in the description box so you guys can check it out as well. All right. So that was track 4, Hellraiser, really dope shit right there. Then we got, sorry about that. Then we got track 5, Are You Ready? That was produced by VIC or Vic, the mighty VIC. That features Grand Poobah. Really, really, really dope track right here. Really dope. You know what I'm saying? This song easy could have been a single, especially with Grand Poobah, because Grand Poobah was that dude, man. Like especially in the 90s and early to mid 90s, he was that dude. I like the line by Psycho Les when he says, "I pour rhyme in your ear to develop suds, slice the fucking Philly and break up the buds. Who's Buddha? I don't know. Is it a special? Stick a fork in your neck and pop blood vessel. The Hispanic shot packs a gat too. Permanent scar your ass like a tattoo. Whew, killed that shit. Really enjoyed that shit right there. Are You Ready? That easy could have been a single. That beat is so fucking ooh, it's fire. Love that shit. Track 6, Super Bad. That's another dope track right there. Really dope. Yeah, fire. Love that shit. I like the line by Juju when he said, "I stay strapped cause I ain't got no time to roll deep, rugged and raw kid. My heart pumps acid through my veins, watch your brains get blasted." Whew. Nigga was on that shit, man. Love that shit, man. So that was track 6, Super Bad. Track 7, Straight Jacket. Oh my god, I fucking love this song. This is definitely one of the highlights of the album, in my personal opinion. One of my favorite tracks of the album. I really enjoyed that song. Love the beat for it. Just everything about the drums, the sample, everything about it is fucking dope. I love the line by Psycho Les when he says, "I fucked and plus fat. Sorry, what he said? I fuck all and I'm plus fat and plus fat. They lit up a blunt, cracked the 40. What you trying to play me out like an accordion? I have to drop bombs and snap on your moms and call the bitch a dirty custodian." I've always loved that line. Fashion when he says, I swing up on the scene like Ming, smoke out hitting skins, just my type of thing. Drain out your brains with the fucking double barrel cool making moves with the hip lines like a sparrow. Fucking dope. I love that. Track 7, Straight Jacket. Love that joint. Track 8, Let Off a Couple. Fucking love that. It's another one of my favorite tracks of the album. Too damn short though. That's my only gripe with it. It's like a minute and 43 seconds. You know, I could have done a little bit longer, but luckily on the Spot EP that dropped in 98, there's like a longer. It's called "Let Off the Couple" Part 2. There's like a full length verse of the song. It's like a different. I think Rock Cottage does the Rock Cottage rap on it and stuff like that. So, I definitely gotta get that EP. So definitely stay tuned for that. Definitely have to get my hands on that. So. But yeah, Let Off a Couple, definitely love the beat, love the line, I love everything about it. Just too damn short. Love the line by Fast when he says, kicking back, I sit back and puff and fill. The cool is so damn chill. Freeze MCs that will still be coming back for motion. Can't be stale, breaking, sucking niggas off like a press on nail. Fucking love that. In this song, he takes shots at Redman too on that song too. Man, these motherfuckers be beefing with everybody, man. These niggas, man. He takes shots at Redman. He says burning motherfucking rappers in the third degree, serving the so-called superstar. Because no matter who you are, you still catch a bullet scar. And Juju when he says still living foul, yo, ain't nothing changed. So I'ma let you hit with a rhyme shot at point blank range. So. I thought it was pretty cool, but yeah, dope shit. So that was track 8, Let Off a Couple. Track 9, one of Rick's joint. Love that joint. That shit is so dope. One of my favorite tracks. Love the beat for it. And speaking of Redman, that's something I can see Redman rapping over that. Redman would kill that beat, especially like There Was a Dark Side Ever. Really dope right there. I like the line by Juju when he says, I get left the door, I'm not a drug abuser. I got more heart than 20 niggas in a Land Cruiser. Plus I got more loops than hula hoops. Beats that make you go buck wild like Palestinian troops. Woo! Kill that shit. Love that shit. So that was track 9, Rick's joint. Track 10, Fried Chicken. Featuring the VIC, the mighty VIC. I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard this song, it was like one of those songs I did not like. Not that I didn't like, I wasn't feeling the beat at first. But then, as I got older, I really started listening to it, and the beat is kind of dope. It has like a really weird, funky feel to it, but it's dope. I really enjoyed that. I like the line by Psycho Les when he says, open up, I just want to see in to shoot my semen. The toxicated fucking demon shoots the Lord at home or on the road. Baby doll, I bust a sound to put you in the mood. Tanqueray with the lemon, ice with the tonic. Want to place an order for a sandwich by a bag of chronic. Fucking dope. I thought that was pretty dope. Juju when he says, yo, I came to get mines. Straight up fuck the game. I'm all about mad loot. Guns and fat chains, act like you want, don't front and feel the fury. I catch a homicide charge in this and see the jury. Quick to put ahead, kid. Let me remind you, bury that ass where God came and find you. Fuck with the junkyard niggas like a bad move. I keep my finger on the trigger, I can't lose. God damn. Fucking dope right there. Really enjoyed that right there. So that was track 10, Fried Chicken. Very dope. Track 11, yeah, you get props. There's another dope track right there. I've always felt like that song was kind of like the unofficial remix to Props over here. This is my personal opinion. But dope track right there. I like the line by Juju when he said, "Nigga get live, it don't matter. I got the double O shotty, 12 rounds to make your body splatter." With the ill type flow, a wild renegade blowing up niggas for the dough and get paid. Psycho Les when he said, "So with no hassle, let me catch you by my castle." What he says, if you're a bitch, I'll fuck you. If you're a nigga, I'll blast you. Ask a question, 3 seconds to answer. Kill a photographer shooting as a freelancer. Fucking dope shit right there. So that was track 11. Yeah, you get props. But like I said, I always feel like that was kind of like the remix version of props over here. It's kind of like the unofficial remix, my personal opinion. So that was track 11. Yeah, you get props. Track 12, Get Funky. Another one of my favorite tracks, like the beat for that. Definitely has like a party vibe to it. Really enjoyed that. I could definitely that be seen. I guess definitely see that being a single too, especially for that time. That easily could have been a single, you know. But that's my personal opinion. One of my favorite tracks, like I mentioned before. I like the line by Fashion when he says, "I kick that old cool style, got you feeling, blow your mind just like that red light beeping. In a buck, I blast a shot in your eye, make way, motherfuckers. It's the real Superfly." Yeah, fucking dope. This nigga's obsessed with Superfly, man. But yeah, that was track 12. Get Funky. I like the remix too. The remix is dope too. Kind of has like a different has like a more harder edge. Just like the album version has kind of like a party feel, whereas the remix version has kind of like a harder edge to it. So it's really dope. I'll post all that in the description box. So that's track 12. Get Funky. Track 13, Hit Me With That. Believe that was the second single of the album. That was really dope. That song does have a video for that, so definitely check that out when you guys get a chance. Definitely has like a summer vibe to it. You know, really dope. You just see like, you know, it's just like you can see the homies just chilling on the stoop. You know what I mean? Just like seeing people passing by, just drinking 40s, drinking blunts, but just having a good time. No beef. Everybody's just getting along. So that's the vibes I get from that song, and specifically the beat. But I like the line by Juju when he says, "I dismantle competition. It's a sick shame when I lose composition. I inflict pain, doing what I gotta do to obtain cash. Accountable for the more dead bodies than a plane crash." Damn, fucking dope. So that was track 13. Hit Me With That. Dope shit right there. All right. Now we're gonna get to track 14. Another one of my favorite tracks. 2-3 Break. Fucking dope right there. It is a posse cut. Reason I say that is because, you know, it has Fashion, you know, Juju, Psycho Les, and then it has Gap Gotcha of the Triflix. And what's cool about that, each member of the group, with the exception of Gap Gotcha, because I think he raps on Juju's line, Juju's beat as well. But yeah, I fucking love it. And what I liked about it, it reminds me of Gangstar's "I'm the Man" or "Speak Your Clout," where they like each member has different beats for each verse. So I thought that was pretty dope. And the beats on here are fucking dark, man. Like I love them shits. Like each beat could have its own solo beat, and that's what I fucking love about it, man. It's really, really dope. I like the line by Psycho Les when he said, "People call me the drunk or the thick funk distributor, looter, buy your whole store like a mass shooter. Click back, pull a hollow, put a hollow point cap in your temple. We get caught. It's strictly mental. A stone crook. I don't go by the book. You can't fool me with your gangster look." Fucking love that. Fashion when he says, "I got so much of this style coming from my lips while washed up ducks get dumps in my motherfucking shit piles. Bang. I got my own thing, gang. My own thing, gang. Ain't nothing proper. Drop a hollow point Shelly on a copper." Fucking love that. Gab Gotcha when he says, "My rhymes quick up to a 911, ready for war. King, come forth. I force my fronts with your spinal cord." God. Dog, he got the drop. I possess inside, better off trying to survive under a cyanide landslide. God. Whew. He killed that shit. So that's track 14, 2-3 Break. Fucking love that. Love the beats that were served on each verse. Fucking dope shit right there. Track 15, Lick the Pussy, is a sex track. That was actually a Fashion solo. I think it was a Fashion solo track. Not one of my favorites. I thought it was like kind of the weaker track of the album. It uses the same sample It was a Tyrone Davis In the Mood sample. Same sample that was used for MCA's All for the Money. I believe Fat Joe used it for the dedication shout out tracks that he did on Jealous Was Envy. He used that sample as well. But yeah, I didn't really care for that song too much. You know, it's just I get it, but for me, it didn't really do much for me. So could have done without that song, honestly. Um, and then you got track 16, Sandwiches. Um, that was actually I think that was a Psycho Less solo track right there. Only has one verse. It's kind of short. Um, really really dope joint right there. I didn't really write any lyrics for it. But there is a longer version of that song that was featured on the UFO Files compilation album that dropped in 2008. Good luck trying to find that because that shit is very expensive. It's hard to find, and yeah, I kind of missed the boat when that dropped because at that time, like in the late 2000s, I wasn't really buying CDs online until like later on, like in the 2010s and stuff like that. So, man, I would love to get my hands on that, but for now, I'm good with the download, honestly. And I believe if you go on Psycho Less, website, I forgot that I'll post that in the description box. You can get that digitally, or you can get it on streaming platforms, or you can listen on YouTube, and it's free. Can't go wrong with that. All right. You got track 16, Sandwiches. Now the last track, Psycho Dwarf. Again, it's the same track as it's the same beat, no lyric changes, anything like that. It's the same beat as the same song from the Intoxicated Demon, Psycho Dwarf. The only difference is with this track, towards the end of the beat, there's kind of like there's like a laughing sample, like somebody laughing. They recorded, they sampled that, and it's like a dope ass beat, man. And the beat was so dope. It was an instrumental. It's dope. It's probably like a minute and a half long, but it was so fucking dope. But it wasted a good beat, and it's like fuck, man. All right, so that's pretty much it for this album review. My overall thoughts on this album. This is a classic album. That kind of thing, and really really dope shit right here. I mean, this is like Beatnuts in their prime and all that good stuff. Right after making this album, after this album release, Fashion left the group due to the fact that him and Juju and Vic and VRC, they kind of had a falling out. They didn't see eye to eye on certain things, specifically, Fashion and Juju. They didn't get along and stuff like that. Because even during the making of Intoxicated Demons, Fashion didn't really rock with Juju like that. They didn't really know each other. And VIC, in the interview, was uploaded in the description box. The reason why he left Beatnuts is because, he just felt like there was talks of like Lucien was saying like, yo, like Fashion was talking shit about VIC and that kind of thing, and also like he's like even during the making of this album, even with the Intoxicated Demons, they would also like just fuck around, just like smoke and drink and just party doing and like nothing getting done. They all like play loops and beats and stuff like that, but there would be no recording and stuff like that. And then like him being like his background, I believe he was a house DJ at first, and then he became a hip hop producer. And he was about working, and he didn't really get that with the group. So like he kind of left his own thing. He did his own thing, and he ended up joining with Godfather Don to do what's that? Groove Merchants. He did Groove Merchants and stuff like that. My gripe again, there was some song like again, the Psycho Dwarf. I could have done without. I mean, it's dope, but I could have done without that. Lick the Pussy, I definitely could have done without that. There were some songs that didn't make the album. There were songs like Dawn of the Dead. I could have added. They could easily could have put that song on there. There's a song called 40 Ounce that could have been on that. The original version of Sandwiches was like a little bit longer than the one on the album. The Hellraiser remix, and there's a song called We Came Here, which were like to me like leftover tracks. And a lot of those songs you can actually find on the UFO compilation album that dropped in 2008. So if those songs were on this album, this definitely would have been 5 mics. But to me, it's still 5 mics. You know what I mean? To me, this is their prime. This is like their magnum opus. My personal opinion. I really enjoy this album. People, this is everybody's favorite albums, and I could definitely see why. But let me know what you guys think of this album. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Definitely stay tuned for more. Um, that's it, man. But like I said, definitely check out the Intoxicated Demons EP that I did yesterday. Also, check out the songs that I posted as well. Show some likes, comments, and all that good stuff. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your Monday. Y'all be easy. Peace.